Right, evening campers. I'm just talking because this is going to be recorded. Just getting ready for our Tuesday night Pamper sesh. We're going to cleanse, tone, exfoliate, mask. Oh, there's Mum. Wait while people join. While they join in. Ah, Virginia. Excellent. Tanya. Sarah. Perfect. I've got my vodka in here. Just kidding. It's my Ayurvedic herbal tea. Evening, Mum. Hi, Tanya. Oh, lovely to see you all. I've been in web meetings for 7 hours. Sam, my brain is fried, but I'm up for this. It's going to be nice. A little bit of a pamper, bit of a distraction. But yeah, I've been in meetings from 10 this morning till 5 o'clock. I was like, crikey. I don't know how people do that for a living. God. Right, we'll do our usual. Nice cleanse, tone, exfoliate. And as I said, I know some of you aren't anywhere near me, so you've got your own. Hi, Sophie. So you've got your own product, but that's all right. It's all about us being together. The lockdown massive, that's us. And yeah, I look forward to it, and I think you all do as well, which is great. And it's really important to have a little regime, as I've said before. You know, to look after the skin. I've had so many people contact me, actually, obviously from watching the lives, that haven't met me. And they said they've learned a lot. So that's really nice. In fact, one lady that I was meant to have a consult with, I'd never met her before. When I walked into Manuka, and she was standing, and we both went, Jane, Karen, oh my God. So that was really nice, actually. We had our consult yesterday, so... Yes, as I said, we're going to do our usual cleanse, exfoliate, tone, mask. And then, the reasons why we cleanse. Why it's important. I mean, the main reason is we are being bombarded with pollution all day long. It's non-stop, isn't it? Outside, we've got, not that there's many planes at the moment, but, you've got sprays from the pesticides, from planes going over, cars, exhausts, dust. Then you've got pollution from even things in your home, computer, cleaning products, materials, synthetic materials, everything like that. We're constantly being bombarded with them, and our skin is being attacked. Like I said before, the free radicals, the scavengers that are looking to destroy and attack healthy cells. So it's all about feeding it with, cleansing it for a start, but using products that feed it and nourish it. So it makes your skin stronger, more able to adapt to things, so it doesn't react to things. As I've said already quite a few times, I do suffer with rosacea. And in the beginning of the lives, you saw my cheeks were quite red at times, because I was slightly imbalanced, because I was having a little bit of anxiety or whatever, and maybe I wasn't eating a few things I shouldn't have eaten, and that's how the skin happens. So it's about me, since I've been using my propolis, getting the balance and strengthening my skin again. So we'll start in a minute. Hi, Karen. Cool, they're all popping on. Oh, my sister's. Oh, Malcolm Shepherd, my old neighbour. I'm going to start by taking off my eye makeup remover. Nicole is my aesthetic nurse. She does all the magical stuff that I can't do in the salon. We're so looking forward to getting back, aren't we, Nicole? We're desperate for it. Sarah, we're planning bigger and better things, I tell you. With the use of what we do and what Nicole does together, we can really treat a host of problems. There's a solution for everything, whether it is maybe not curing it. Hi, Carol. You might not be able to cure a condition, but you can definitely improve it, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter. Even if you've had Karen, you're okay. Even if you've never done anything to your skin or your life, okay, it would take longer to get it back into a better condition, but you can definitely improve it. There is so much out there. There really is. Tony, Robert, glad you're all tuning in. I'm going to start by taking my mascara off. That's all I've got in. I always give my eyebrows a good little clean. Now, I know some of you have got your samples, so make sure you've got your water, your flannel. I've actually treated myself today and I've got myself 2 bowls of water, so I don't have to keep using the same one. So you want your warm water, all the little samples that you've got, hot towels, or a towel, which I haven't got, but that's fine. We can go with that. It's not a problem. As I said, I'm just taking off my mascara. It's so important to take makeup off at night because obviously when we go to sleep, that is when our skin repairs. You know, it's breathing all the time. If you've got it clogged up with all the grime, pollution from the day, and you're going to sleep in it, that's not such a good thing. You want to make sure it's nice and clean and fresh. And as I said, the reason we cleanse is to get rid of all that grime. All those nasty invaders that are trying to attack our youthful glow. And like I said, you know, a couple times a week, do an exfoliator. And that just takes off all those dead cells which are coming up from the bottom, moving up to the skin. It takes 28 days for the cells at the bottom to move to the top. And that is why it says, if you're going to try a new product, use it for 28 days. It takes 28 days for your body to adjust, or your skin to adjust to that product. And it might go through a few little problems, you know, a few little breakouts. It's not a problem. It means it's doing something. That's what you want. If it does nothing, then it's probably not going to do anything. And like I've said, so this eye makeup remover, there's no oil in this whatsoever. It just dissolves the makeup. It's absolutely wonderful. It's got lettuce in it and cucumber. It's so natural. It's soothing. It's calming. As I said, you can still use it with contact lenses, or if you've got sensitive eyes. Right, here comes a delightful hairband. Oh, Mr. Nick Adair. I used to work with him in Bermuda. So, there we are. We've got our nice hairband on. And I've had somebody speak to me today about foaming cleansers. She said you didn't get enough foaming agent with it. Now, with a foaming cleanser, you do not want to have sodium lauryl sulfate in it. You don't want that. That is a real, Sarah, it's a real irritant, and it is in so many foaming agents. So if you see that on it, run a mile, because it will just dry your skin out and it can cause irritation. So the particular foaming cleanser she was referring to was our phyto gel that we use. Now, the best way I find with a cleanser, put it in your hand first, mix some water with it, get the lather going in your hands. There you go. And then pop it on. So you're activating it already before you put it on the skin. Now, a lot of these products, like this sort of thing, it needs the water to activate it. Oh, Jackie Taylor, I'm losing my hairband. Right, oh, Sarah Mottram's in. Cool. Evening all. So, as I said, on the high street, products, now you'll hear a word called activity. An active ingredient. Now, that's an ingredient within a product that is there to create change in your skin, to treat it, to nourish it. It's going to bring about a change, and we call it an active ingredient. Now, a high street brand, Mr. Ernie, Elaine, oh, lovely to see you, Elaine. A high street brand is only going to have 0.2% of an active ingredient, 0.2%, and that's in a moisturiser. These cleansers are 2.5% active. the whole process of treating the skin begins with the cleanser. It's not just a cleanse, it's more. You're starting the process already. There's the gorgeous Mr. Hansford that teaches me all my lovely needling and everything. So yeah, the process begins with the cleanser. And if you imagine that is 2.5% active, your £500 moisturiser that you've bought from the high street has only got 0.2%. So you're getting more benefit from using that cleanser than that cream. And this is what you've got to be mindful of. It doesn't matter if something's cost 500 quid. Where are you buying it from? Is it a medical grade product? Is it just, a sales rep dying to meet her target? What is the product? Why is it costing that? How's it formulated? Back up. Oh, Karen, landlady's on. Back up the reasons. What's the scientific formulation of that product? Is it medical grade? No, it won't be on the high street. It can't be. It's sold to the masses. It's different. It just can't be. So there's the cleanse. We don't need to double cleanse. This particular cleanse has actually got kaolin in it, so it draws out impurities. So as you can see, I'm becoming purer by the second. Now, as I've said before, that is a cleanser and toner in one. I like the feeling of a toner. Just to take off the lime scale that's in that water. Again, this has got 2.5% active ingredients. Ingredients that are in the product to bring change to your skin. Whatever your problem is, whether it's acne, whether it's sensitivity, whether it's sun damage, whether it's just, aged skin, whatever. It's the active ingredients which is going to bring about the change. So, neck as well. And as I said, make sure you always get the jawline. You get a load of people always get breakouts here, around the nose, in your eyebrows. And like I said, that is now hydrating the skin. We do not blot that. Like in some places you go to, they blot afterwards. No, we want to just massage that in. As I said, every brand is different and every brand has their way. This is the way of Pavonia and that I use, which I love. Right, so now we're nice and clean and fresh and all plumped and ready. And the reason that you want to have your skin hydrated, it's going to absorb and work much better with the products that you use afterwards. Dehydrated skin, it kind of like shrinks away, and you need moisture. You need moisture in it to make it more receptive. Right, we're going to use our Clearazim. For those that have got the Pamper kits, Elliot. It was Elliot's birthday yesterday, everybody. I serenaded him. I went to the pub where he owns and lives, and I sang outside his window. Okay, so this is the ESP cream, we call this, which stands for enzyme spherite cream. Enzymes being pineapple, papaya. Spherites is little spherites that need to be activated with the warm water. If you just put it on, it will do diddly squat. So we always use our little scoops. Last week I had to use my glasses because I forgot my scoop. Right, take this out and then I pop that. So whoever's using this with me, or if you've got your own exfoliator, get your exfoliator on now. I like the cream ones. Oh, shocker. I like the cream ones. They're not scratching. They work like Pac-Man. And I've said it before, they just nibble away at all those dead cells. Now, get your warm water. And now we're going to emulsify that. You've got to make sure you emulsify. If you don't, as I said, you're not going to break down those little spherites so they can actually, all the little Pac-Men can be released into the wilds and eat away all those dead cells and all those clogged, you know, oil clogs and so forth. So just do the neck as well. Always do the neck. As I said, you can do the décolleté. That's cool. So just make sure that's all emulsified. As I said, I don't like any scratchy exfoliators whatsoever. If you've got to have one if you prefer that texture, make sure it's jojoba beads, because they're completely round. They don't scratch. They're natural. Don't watch out. You know, is the exfoliant like plastic beads? There was a lot of those on the market. Do you remember? And they've been sort of recalling them. But yeah, just be mindful. And I'm going to mention a brand which I can't bear. Apres. Do you remember? And it's the old what was it? Peach or apricot stones ground up. I mean, lovely. Let's get sandblasting our skin, shall we? You know, let's treat it with care. We can all be prone to like broken capillaries and so forth, and you're using those things on you. It's just going to create sensitivity. With sensitivity comes red, which means blood. You know, blood is coming through the capillaries, and they end up being burst. You never want to over exfoliate either, for the same reasons. It's going to cause sensitivity, but 2-3 times a week is good. So that's on for 2 minutes. I did write myself a few notes earlier. Oh, my sister, I think I've seen that. Yep, I think I've covered everything I actually wrote down. So those of you that have got your ESP on or your exfoliators, we're going to take them off now. So we're going to emulsify again. Just work that off. We're just getting our exfoliators off. Whoever's joined in, we just had our ESP enzyme spherite cream. The little Pac-Men destroying all the dead cells or nibbling them away. Right. And again, we're going to use our muslins. As I said, I never use cotton wool. It's horrible. These can be thrown in the washing machine. They're like a chamois. Or you can use the nice muslins. The natural muslins. I mean, in the salon, we use the ones from Mothercare. I don't think they're used for nappies, but something like that. Not ever having babies, I'm not quite sure what they're used for. But that is what we use. And they're huge, so that's a really nice... You can always chop them up, but then you have to sew them because they do fray. So make sure you get all of that enzyme off, because if you don't, that's going to continue to work, and that's where you may have a little bit of sensitivity. We do actually recommend, if you are prone to sensitivity, cleanse that off again. So you just make sure you've got everything off, and especially, around your hairline, little areas that you may have. Muslin is used to catch the vomit. Brilliant. Oh, I love it. Oh, Sarah. Okay, then. So we're going to get some vomit catchers and use them as our face flannels. So that is the enzyme peel off. As I said, feel free to cleanse again if you feel like doing that. I'm now going to do my tone again, or lotion as we call it. I'm going to lotion. Yeah, lotion is liquid to us. And then just nice, gentle. This has got, this is really nice one. This is a phytoaromatic mist. Now that is really good for, as I've said before, if you've got sensitive skin, or you've been caught in the sun a little bit, you're a little bit pink, or the wind, spray that on. It really cools, soothes, calms down. And it's got hyaluronic acid in it, which is really hydrating. 1 molecule of hyaluronic acid, HA as we call it, is 1 molecule attracts 1,000 molecules of water. So if you're spraying hyaluron, it's going to attract. And also attract from your body. So make sure you keep hydrated. Skin does need hydration. And it's, as I said, it's not just when people say, I say, oh, your skin's really hydrated. Oh, well, I drink lots of water. Well, it's not about that. What are you putting on it to dehydrate it? We've got two different types of dry skin. You've got oil dry or moisture dry. Oil speaks for itself. It means that you don't have much oil. Moisture is where you've stripped like the natural water levels in the skin, which need to be there to make it plumped. Like I said, if you see a drought and you've got a mud path and it all cracks, well, the skin's the same. The minute you pour some water on it, it just soaks it all up, doesn't it, and goes in a nice creamy consistency. So it's exactly the same for the skin. And again, never be shy with the toner or the lotion. It's just the best. And you can use that on top of moisturisers, on top of your makeup, throughout the day. It's great if you're travelling, you're on a flight. Not that we're flying at the moment, but... Or even if you're, as I said, if you're on the computers all day, we're getting hit by UV rays and horrible things. Just use a bit of that. Right. Today, I'm going to use 3 masks. We're going to do different areas and a different mask, which is another thing you can do. So I'm going to turn into a patchwork quilt. Smells gorgeous too. Yeah, absolutely, it does. It's my favourite. I think if I was stuck on a desert island, I would take Phyto Mist and my SPF 30. If it was only one product, it might have to be that and keep out of the sun. Okay. I'm going to use the Apple mask, which is like for normal skin. It's balancing. I've got Karen all the way from the US. Look at that. We've got a collagen one. And I've got charcoal, which I haven't used yet. Now, charcoal, if people get breakouts, I spoke to somebody earlier about this, you can just put that on the area. You can just put it on a spot. If you've got a spot. I mean, I go to bed with it on. I just pop it on and off I trot. I mean, God knows where it'll end up in the morning. It's probably on your pillow. But if you put it on early enough, it will dry. And it's just drawing. Charcoal is a great drawer. That's what it's for. But even if you just put it on every day, for like 15 minutes, just put it on that area. Because there's nothing worse when you get a little breakout. But the worst thing to do is squeeze it. If you squeeze a spot wrong, you're going to squeeze it deeper and create more of an infection. We've all learnt the hard way. And you end up with scarring. You end up with a great big crater or massive volcano. Just be patient with it, ignore it, and pop on something like the charcoal mask. Catherine, or Kathy I should say. Right, we're going to put our patchwork mask on. So, I'm going to put this on my chin and nose, anywhere that I might have some blocked pores. This is going to be rather entertaining, and now I'm going to do my nose. No problem, Kathy. It will be recorded. You'll be able to watch it again. We've done our exfoliant. We've had a good little chat, actually. Oh, Helena. Nice. So, there we go. Oh, dear. And this smells amazing. This has got orange in it. It is so lovely. It looks like mud, but it smells divine. Okay. See, I'm not afraid of looking silly on a camera. Okay, we're now going to do the apple. No, we're not. I'm lying. I'm going to do the collagen next. Ah, Melissa. We're putting the mask on in different masks for different areas. Right. I'm going to put the collagen, which I said to you last week. This has got the mandarin, orange peel, and was it green tea? Can't remember. It's really brightening, and it's got collagen in it. Collagen again is used for Alex, is what keeps the skin plumped. So I'm going to put that on my neck, and I'm going to pop this around where I would have any, we're not calling them crow's feet, as I said before, I don't like that term. expression lines. There we go. I'm starting to look like a koala bear. That's what I look like. I look like a koala bear. Okay, I'm going to put the green on now, the green apple. Again, this is for normal skin. This just balances, because most skins have a bit of oil and a bit of dry, so it just brings balance and harmony, the equilibrium to the skin. It's a lovely all-rounder. And again, it smells good enough to eat. Oh, hi, Kelly. We're looking like a koala bear. Kelly's on the course I'm on. I'm just showing how you can put different masks in different areas. We've got the charcoal. We've got, koala, that's it. Oh, my God. We've got collagen, green apple, and charcoal. Now, it just gives your skin a little bit of a treat in between coming into the salon or the clinic. You know, you've got your products at home, whatever you're having done with us. This is just going to make everything work and last longer and just make it be the best that it can. I've never thought about that either. A great idea. Oh, yeah, you need to have several masks at home. I'm going to put a bit of that on top as well. I'm getting a bit carried away here. So anyway... It is going to work, and I know it looks funny, and it's good to have a bit of humour, isn't it? But anyway, as I said, it's a nice little treat. I would recommend everybody to use a mask twice a week, unless you're going, to the salon an awful lot and you'd rather not. I think it's a really nice little thing to do, to make sure you do a little exfoliant. As I said to you before, I take off my makeup and do all this when I first come in. Who wants to be going to bed and then doing it? It's a faff. And if you want to watch telly, you can sit with the telly on. I just put it on pause, quickly run out and rinse it off. And then I do my serums and my moisturisers while I'm sitting watching the telly if I fancy it. And it's quite therapeutic. You're doing all your rubbing it all in and massaging it all in. This is quite funny, isn't it? But as I said, all these products are completely natural, but they are medical grade. They are all about results. And the collagen mask, as you know, last week I used that and I kept it on all night. In fact, I kept it on all day because I'd forgotten. I got up and painted the kitchen, and it was only in the afternoon I thought, oh my God, I've still got that collagen mask on. Which was quite funny, really. But my skin was amazing. Not that it was probably working at that stage, but it was my skin was so lovely because, as I said, it's got the mandarin orange peel in it, which is really, really brightening. So you'd leave that on for like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm just trying to think. And like I've said, just be careful. Be careful of glossy ads. Be careful of magazines. Have you any idea how much those ads cost? If you flick through some magazines, you'll see one particular brand. You'll see it on every other page, and it's the thickest page. It's costing millions to do those ads. It's all a subliminal message. It really is. They're not about results. It's all about getting your money off of you. Whereas we are skin specialists. This is our passion, is what we do. And we want you to have the best skin you can have. So what can I do for my baggy, almost sexy thing? We can talk about your eyes, Kathy. There are things, a product isn't really going to do a lot. You'd be better off having some sort of needling, like the Wow or something that Nicole does, and a mesotherapy of sorts, Dermapen, just to really create a flush through. Yeah, we'll talk more about that. There are definitely some amazing treatments out there now, but they generally involve mesotherapy, which is a way to get a product into the skin by piercing it or micro-injecting it. And I've had some great results with that. And even with darkness here, because when you get the darkness there, that's just stagnant blood. And so, again, it's about flushing that area through, flushing it. James Gill, Nice to see you, sir. But yeah, there is something to improve everything, and that's an honest fact. As I said, this is what we do for a living. This is our job. I've been doing this for a very long time, as you know, and you might pay a bit more for a medical grade product, but you don't need to use a lot. It's all about the formulation of the product and what's in it. Oh, Roy, I was in Israel with back in the 80s. Right, those of you that have got your masks on, if you want to go and change your water and go and get your, we can use the same flannel, I suppose. Go and change your water and stuff. Is there anything anybody wants to ask me? But Kathy, we will chat. We will chat about that. It'll be really, really good. Kathy's been working really hard at the hospital. I dropped her some products off. No, everybody seems to be happy. That's good. Obviously, I've got my little skin honesty private group now, which I've set up on Facebook. And as I said, that's not a selling page. And this isn't really. I'm just talking about the products that I love and believe in. And I'm a bit of an anorak. I wouldn't want to use anything else personally. But yeah, I've created the Skin Honesty, and Nicole that's watching, you know, I want to get all the practitioners that come into the salon to do, like, I'll do an interview with them, and I'll let you know in advance what we're going to talk about. But to be informed, because like I said in one of my videos earlier, if you Google things, believe me, it is a load of rubbish a lot of the time. The pictures are incorrect. There'll be a picture that goes with the treatment that is a lie. It's not so. And fillers, in the lips. You do not have to have them big. If that's what you want, that's fine. But it doesn't have to be like that. It can be so natural. I mean, I've got clients, you never even know they've got them. Sorry, filler. You'd never know they've actually got a filler because it's just subtle. And why not? But as I said, look after your skin at the same time, because there's nothing nicer than a nice glowing skin where, as we said, makeup is something you like to do because you like to get dressed up. It's not that you can't go out the house without your makeup. And if you're going to use makeup, I always say use a natural brand, because you're having all these lovely treatments, you're using all these amazing products, and then you go and put a brand on that's full of nasties. As again, I have just an observation, I stopped using an exfoliator and used a normal cleanser instead. Have noticed such a difference, starting to bumpy skin again. Yeah, do you guys do an exfoliator? Yes, Sarah, what I do is that ESP cream, which I used at the beginning. Have you ever thought of being a trainer in skincare? I'd definitely do a course, I've learnt a lot. Oh, that's really nice. I'd love to be a skincare, yeah, because it's something I'm absolutely passionate about. I practice what I preach. This is my exfoliator of choice. It's the ESP cream, Sarah, and it's a cream. It nibbles away like Pac-Man. We don't like scratchy. We don't like that. We don't need it. You can put it on and leave it. You can save your arms the hassle of doing that. Let the product work for itself. Oh no, I'd love to, Sophie. I'd love to. And I'm really pleased that you have. I forgot what I was saying then, but yeah, it's great. I love, as I said, oh yeah, that was it, makeup. You know, wear something nice. And makeup's not a bad thing either. Makeup, when we're allowed back out into the real world, makeup is actually a good thing because it's a barrier. You know, like I said, you go outside, my God, how much pollution. You can't see it. It's just there all the time. If you've got some makeup on, sorry, it's protecting your skin. Now, when I lived in Bermuda, which was in the, 88 to 95, sun creams were disgusting. Factor 30 was like an oil slick. I used to get such blocked pores from it. It was vile. So what could I do? I just wore makeup. I wore full makeup every day to work because I thought at least it's something. It's better than nothing. And I would only go literally from the shop, the clinic, to maybe the supermarket to go and get something to eat or something. But that's the best I could do because it was awful. Slick, just full of chemicals, full of nasties. Whereas our sunblock does not cause comedons, no blackheads. It's completely natural. You can use it alone as a moisturiser or with a moisturiser. And it's just light. It's not greasy. Oh, I mean, they were vile back in the day. Right. We're going to take off the koala bear. Or the koala bear, as I called it. And if you need to, if the mask does set, you can just re-emulsify it. Bit of water, and then you haven't got to scrub your face as hard. And then that's it. The collagen mask doesn't actually set. Like I said, that you can wear that as night. It's like a lovely cream. I know these look weird, but I tell you what, they do smell good. And then one day I might even use a sheet mask on you to show you, like a collagen sheet mask, which is freeze-dried collagen. Now, let's emulsify that. I know a lot of you have got these products. And, you know, when you exfoliate, I forgot to say earlier, you can, you know, exfoliate your lips as well. Okay. But, you know, if somebody's got really blocked pores when they come to me, the first thing I say is, how do you cleanse your skin? And 9 times out of 10, they're just cleansing poorly. They just don't. They don't work it in. They're just wiping it off. You know, if you're using a wet wipe, you're just wiping it off. A pore, you know, the skin has got pores. You've got to work that product in to the pores. And that is why I quite like to use the foaming ones. Okay. We are going to unveil. And your skin, you know, it really will thank you for this. It's alive, it's fresh, it's clean, it feels wonderful. And then the serum and the moisturiser I'll put on, it's got nice, fresh, clean skin to go on to. It's going to make the products work a lot better. If you've got really dry skin and you put a product on it, what's it going to do? Diddly squat. It's going to just sit on those dry skin cells. It's not going to penetrate. It's going to sit on dead skin. So complete waste. So make sure we get it all off. It's quite funny using a phone as a mirror. Although I do have one there. Oh yeah. As I said, I've got samples of all these. Sarah, I'll get you an ESP cream. You can have a go with it. And then you can join in next week. Sarah was meant to be going and working in Spain right now, but she's got us instead. Could be worse. Right. Okay. That's nicely off, I think. Okay, right. Again, we'll tone. Yes, fine. I'll do that for you, Sarah. And I'll drop you a little mask off too. And then if you like it, you might as well get it. It lasts ages because you see how much you use. You don't use a lot. Now, the people with the samples, I'm sorry, we don't have toner sample sizes. We do a travel size, but I didn't have any, so I'm sorry about that. Again, now, just going to wipe over just to make sure. Get all that nasty water off as well, that horrible lime scale. It is so hard around here. And that side. No, not a pink, rosy cheek in sight. But as I said, when I first was doing the lives, I did. My skin went through a little bit of a funny, but I've managed it. I've sussed it out. I've used the propolis, and we're all good. Take my probiotics because that's really linked to rosacea. Obviously, sugars. If I have sugars, it flares up. You know, nasty, horrible sugars which cause inflammation. Okay, so I'm using a serum. I'm a massive fan of serums. You can use just a serum and cream at night, or you can use the serum and the cream night and day. You could use the sunblock and your cream in the morning, your serum and your cream at night. This is a stem cell, but it's come from the comfrey and the argan tree. It's all plant-based stem cells, which have a much better effect on the skin. I think if you're having, you know, you can have your own stem cells injected. Your skin looks good. Thank you for that. Oh, Paul Jacob. Yeah, I mean, we do a PRP treatment within the salon, which Nicole does, where she takes your blood, spins it, and out comes the stem cells and platelet-rich plasma, and then we'll inject that into your skin, hair, if you've got receding hairline or whatever, or you're going thin. Now that is incredible. But other than that, plant-based stem cells are best. They're far more powerful. There's certain things you can't get from plants, and collagen is one of them. It has to be an animal product, I'm afraid. But it does not mean there has to be cruelty with it. There is no cruelty with any of these products. Everything is done eco, you know, it's green, it's sustainable. But you cannot get collagen, which is a protein, from a plant. You just cannot. Or elastin. But if you didn't want to, you know, there are other things you could use if you were a vegan. Most of the products are vegan, by the way. No animal testing whatsoever. Thousands and thousands of humans test these products. Thousands. Not an animal in sight. Yeah, it's won lots of green awards, actually. Perfect. Okay, that's my stem cell. Now, I always harp on to people about this. Moisturiser. Size of a pea. Not a broad bean, a pea. And I think that's a problem with a lot of the cheap products. People, they don't do anything, so they're slapping it on. But it's, you know, you don't need a lot. It's a waste of money and a waste of a product. Okay, because as I said, do you want the product on your skin or do you want it in your skin, feeding it? You want it in the skin. It's like if you feed a flower, you're going to feed the soil for the flower to grow. But if you just pour the feed on the surface and it's just sitting on top of the soil, well, it's not going to feed the flower, is it? It's the same. You want the products to be formulated so they can travel down to the deeper layers. Now, products start to break down. The minute they hit your skin, they start to break down. So they have to be formulated in little capsules so that they slowly break down. Their time release. And it is science. It really, really is. So, if anybody's trying to sell you a product, the first you want to say, you know, how natural is it? And what are the active ingredients? And how much is in it? What's the percentage? Ask them. Okay. See, that was a pea amount, but see how far it goes? It goes everywhere. Now, this particular serum and cream I use, you don't use an eye cream with it. It's to be used around the eye and it's to be worked in. Yeah, of course you can, Karen. I'll get them off to you. Ah, Sue from Little London. We're just popping on our moisturiser now. So that, and then I don't over rub my face. I press it in. It's nice. And then that moisturiser is going to push that serum down as well. So they're going on a journey together. They're going on a journey to those deeper cells to give us an inner glow from within. But again, good skin comes also from sleeping, going to bed reasonably, before 10 really. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. are the optimum hours of collagen production. It's been pinpointed in the DNA, and that's a fact. If you work nights, I'm sorry, your skin will suffer. It's as simple as that. Keep your skin hydrated with good fluids, good diet, good fats. Your olives, amazing. My God, olives are amazing. Avocados, nuts. In fact, quite a few of our products have got actually green olive oil in it. They call it squalane. There's squalane and squalane. One is a shark oil, one is green olive oil. And it's packed full of antioxidants. But again, eating those things, you're feeding your skin from within as well. So it's a double whammy. I think that's it. I think we're all good. I'll get those. I have to drop you some samples off, so you can join in next time. Give me the thumbs up if you like. I think everybody's good. If anybody wants a consultation or chat, we can do a little video one. Perfect. I'll do that for you, Sue. I'm more than happy. I've done 3 deliveries today. I mean, it's great. I love it. I just asked for, a bit of a contribution towards them because I do have to pay for them. But I'll let you know what that is. It's not expensive. And, this lasts ages. You don't have to use a lot. So, thank you very much. Do you know what? It is work in progress, but I'm chuffed with my skin. I would go out now without any makeup on. I'm pleased with it. But this is hard work. This is proof at 54 you can have all right skin. So, love to you all. And excellent. I'll see you next week. Anyone's got any questions, far away, and I'll talk about it next week. Peace and love. Lots of love. Your skin is gold, Jane. Perfect. Cheers, darling. Thank you. Bye-bye.